Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Today is a special day where I'm participating in a collab with Creating with Jovi and so many other collaborators. And they're all linked below, by the way. Try to go and see their videos this month, the entire month of April, for a tassel a day. And it's going to be so fun. Now, I've made a number of tassels, but this one's going to be just a little bit different, and I hope that you like it. Plus, I'm thinking of using it for one of my junk journals, so we'll see. But anyway, thank you for having me participate, Creating with Jovi. Go check her out and her videos. And then again, all the other collaborators are linked below. So let's get into this tassel. All right, you remember at the Dollar Tree, they had these wooden bead garlands. So we're going to use some of these beads as the top of my tassel. You can see they come with pink and this light and blue and the dark blue. So that's what we're going to do. And we're not necessarily going to use this bunny, but we're not going to use it in something. So we want to save it. And I'm just going to cut this just for the sake of time, but I wanted to show it to you. And we're going to use 3 beads. These are wooden beads. And we're going to set that aside. These are all my ribbons. They're blues and pinks, white, and 1 yellow ribbon just to make it happy. And then I've got some white ribbon here that I'm going to use for the top of my my tassel. It's going to be the hanger. So I just have to decide what order I want my little beads in. And what I want to do is I want to take a good bit of my ribbon and I'm going to feed the loop through. Now, if you have ever done this before, sometimes it's easy to get that through and sometimes it is hard. And if you have a tough time, you can use a needle or you can use wire and feed your ribbon through. All right, this is a really simple method. We're not going to do any sewing and no really gluing. All right, so I've got my 3 beads on here. Now, I don't want them to move around, so I'm going to take my loop and go back through once more on this one. If you can feed it through, sometimes that's the best way, and it just makes sure that it's not going to go anywhere. And then I also will tie a little knot here at the top. All right. Okay. Then for the bottom, you can do the same thing, or just I'm going to tie a bit. And I want to leave my ribbon there. Okay, so I'm just going to tie a knot here as well. So this is going to be the top. Might move a little bit. Let me put another knot here. Now you could also use jute, twine, whatever you would like. Now I'm going to take all the ribbons that I cut, and I just decided I want this length. So there was no real difficulty in that. And I'm just going to take my 2 different ends for my loop, and I'm going to tie this as tight as I can to hold my ribbons in place. So I want it really, really tight, and I'm going to knot that several times. Now this is a different type of tassel than I've ever made, so you'll probably notice that. Then I'm going to take my ribbons and we're going to bunch them up here at the top. Okay, so we're going to take this same white ribbon and we're going to wrap it around a number of times. Just up here at the top. Maybe, let's see, I want that a little bit longer because we're going to just tie it. Okay. Now the other thing that I want to do up here at the top is I want to put something there. so it doesn't hang like that. And then we're going to tie this off here. All right, I did decide to add a charm to the top up here. I did decide to dangle it, so we'll see. I also put a butterfly on here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it. We'll see. It kind of helps add to it. This is just the leftover ribbon from tying around the crown here, the throat of the tassel. So we're going to let these hang, and I'm going to add something to these, some beads. But let's look at the length here. You can see that we have some ribbons that are not the same length. So what I try to do, if I don't have the length that I want, I'll just snip the edges and get the ribbons all kind of uniform, if you will, just so that we have a good look here. No stragglers. There we go. And then I think this one's kind of long here. And we'll get those out of the way and see where we are once we get here. And we'll just snip those. And then this one, I think I'm going to leave dangling a little bit. This is a pretty little twine with beads on it. Now, another thing that I like to do is add beads and charms in my tassels. So this is a real pretty pink blue tassel. And so I have some jump rings over here to my left. And I have these beautiful beads that I picked up at Walmart. So pretty. I've got these pretty blue ones and these pretty pink ones. So I want to add some of these on here. So I'm going to trim those. These different, I'm not going to use that one. I have these different charms, and all I do is I just pick up a thin piece of ribbon, or if I have maybe if I used, like I didn't this time, but sometimes you can use fishing line, and it kind of hides in there, but it's great for tying on your charms. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a jump ring on here and use my needle nose pliers to fold that or bend that over, make it a little easier to put my charm on here. And then just tie it off or loop it however you like. And that's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to add some charms in here and some beads. And then we'll come back. All right, here we go. Tied in some beads and some charms. And it just makes the whole tassel look so pretty. I hope you enjoyed this video and you'll try making a tassel of your own. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks so much to Creating with Jovi for hosting this collab.